were never in control of what the opposition are going to do. So there was always the chance that they would change players, having had a game on Wednesday night and then being on the road and travelling from DC to Nashville to Charlotte. So we thought there would be changes, especially given the size of their squad.
What did you make of the performance?
From us?
Yeah.
I thought we were average. I thought we lacked quality in the final third. I didn't like the first 30 minutes. I thought the last 15, 20 minutes of the first half, we upped our tempo. I thought first 30 minutes we was too slow on the ball. I thought the tempo was slow. And we never really advanced the ball quick enough and turned it over because of that. I thought the last 15, 20 minutes of the first half was better. And second half was a better performance, but we just lacked that quality in the final third.
Tim?
Coach, can you tell us about talking with Wilf? He got his fourth red card tonight. Obviously, fourth yellow card tonight. Next one's a suspension. Is there anything you can say about how you can avoid that?
Not really, no. I'm probably the wrong person you should be asking about it, to be honest. The officials should maybe in front of you explaining why some of them are cautions, and then you see similar situations happen with other players and not similar results. So, listen, Wilf knows the league, he knows the officials. He's been here 14 months now, so he's understanding of that. Being emotional, yeah, we want to see emotion on the pitch, but we also want to see consistency from officials with how it's managed.
Was there anything that really stuck out to you tonight as a positive performance on your side?
I thought Ashley Westwood was excellent. I thought Pep BL worked his socks off today. And Callie made one outstanding save. Other than that, as I say, it was a bit of a stalemate of a game.
Jorge?
Miami sometimes has a way of playing really chippy. Do you feel like your team bought into that, like what they were doing and trying to get under the skin of players and make the game a little bit more rougher?
No, not really. You have to play what you face in every game. It's going to be different at times, and the way they play is the way they play. They've got some talented individuals within a good framework. Very, very technical team. But it was a bitty game. There was a lot of free kicks and stoppages of play, and I don't think that allows for tempo to build in a game. So, no, that's not for us to control anyway. For me, again, that's the officials to control.
What were you looking for with the subs of Archie and Tiger?
Well, the first subs that came on was Kerwin's come on straight away and had a big chance. He should have had a penalty at the end, there's no doubt in my mind. There's a tangle of legs. The one thing it can't be is a corner. It's either a goal kick or a penalty because the lad hasn't touched the ball at all. And VAR, in my opinion, has made a mistake there by not sending the referee to the monitor. So he comes on and makes an impact straight away. Probably should have hit the target with his chance, but creates some opportunities. Didi came on and gave us some quality as well when he came on. And from Archie, Edan had gone over on his ankle, and he wasn't getting any change out of their right-sided centre-half, so I just wanted to change it up and give us something a little bit different, for the last 10, 15 minutes, a little bit of pace to running behind. They were quite comfortable in passing it around and using the goalkeeper without really advancing too far up the pitch. And I wanted to try and break that momentum at the end.
Does it feel like 2 points lost versus 1 game tonight, given the context of Miami missing some key players as well?
No, listen, they're still the MLS champions, cup champions. Got Regulon out there, they've got Ayala out there, they've got Suarez. It's some squad. How they managed to keep that all together. He's very good management, obviously. But no, it's not 2 points dropped. You know, we didn't play well enough to get the 3 points in the final third. We didn't show enough quality. If we had done, we could have got the 3 points. But for me, whether, you know, Messi's here, whether DePaul's here, it's, you know, doesn't do any difference for me.
Was there anything said between you and Mascherano? You know, there at the end he got ejected.
No, not between me and him. We shook hands before the game. We each have a good look, and had no dialogue between us throughout the game. Yeah, no.
How did you rate Morrison's play tonight?
I thought he was okay. You know, they left him on the ball a little bit for the majority of the game, and we had to change how we built a little bit after 20 to 25 minutes. You know, because he ended up looking to go beyond the second half. We ended up playing Pep as an 8. A little bit, come a bit deeper, and then we could bounce it off him to either our fullback or centre midfielder. Defensively, he was good. He did what he had to do. You know, but we probably got to give him a few more not passing options, to be honest.
Liel, the last 2 matches has shown a little bit more of a defensive sturdiness and coming back and help. What have you noticed in his play there, and how has that kept him on the pitch?
Yeah, I mean, you see, he had the big chance in the first half when he ran through and hit the side netting, I think it was. You know, it's a big chance for him. You know, I can't knock his work ethic. He's wanting to be a success here. You know, he's just a little bit inconsistent during games at times, but he's not the only one.
And on his defensive play, have you noticed a difference?
Defensively, he works extremely hard as well, and he gets into very good positions now. We had to drop him a little bit deeper because they played a little bit different today. Their system from what they have been. You know, they played with 1 6 and 2 8s, and you know he had to defend from the opposite side at times on the back of their 8.
Brian?
Aaron John was called up again for another short-term loan, and one notable name left off was by Koulibaly, U22 initiative. Is there any reasoning behind him being left off the roster today?
No, he wasn't on the roster last week by Ian, was he?
Yeah, no.
No,
He's
he's.
been all yet this season.
Yeah, no, he's been playing. He was with us pre-season, and he's playing for Legacy at the moment. And you know, Aaron Johns caught my eye, got ahead of him at the moment, and you know, his job now is to go and show me what he's about.
Right.
Cheers.
Got time for 1 or 2 more if anyone has it. From here.
Do you feel that the threshold for Wilf to be cautioned is lower now, given his history? It feels like referees are a little more willing to caution him at a lesser standard than other players.
I don't think there is a threshold, is there?
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know, you look back at his yellow cards. You know, you can look back at them and then look back at some of the things, the fouls that have been given against him, and yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. But unfortunately, as I say, I'm not the one who should be answering these questions.
We'll go with Ken.
Right. So with John coming up from the crowd, what has been something that has impressed you that made you want to put him above the other department?
I just think his quality that he gives, the application, the attitude. Yeah, he's a top lad, top footballer. You know, and he'll get better. And you know, he made his debut last week, came on, and then we had a game. And you know, first 15 minutes in that game, he didn't do as well as he could have done, but got through it again and started playing well. And you know, he's been training well with us as well, so he'll keep it. He'll remain staying around us at the moment. Probably go and play for Legacy tomorrow. You know, but he's doing all the right things.
Is it refreshing seeing that type of quality in somebody that young?
Yeah, I mean, we've got that quality. Morrison stepped up from last season, being in there. We've had Edan, who started off in the Legacy and moved up. You know, it's a good way for us to, you know, ground players and help them acclimatise. Obviously, Aaron's a little bit different. He's from the area. He's been here a long time. So it's good to have players in and around the club like that.
Dean, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.